Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Potts. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. LSU right back to the line. They go to the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Puts him in the spin cycle. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They're throwing for it on 4th down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. At the 15, he's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Here comes the offense on second down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Now facing a third and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the run, it's Ogden. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Dropping back, it's Potts. Unleashes one. And he intercepts it. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive there.
And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Coming after it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Pulled down for the tackle.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
He'll take it himself. Inside the 45. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, LSU!
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability. His wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
A legendary rivalry in the state of Florida, fellas. Miami and Florida State back at it again today. Here is the latest. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. This is a designed run. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw, it's Potts. Safe completion on the screen. Fights off the defender. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses. And that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, that's a nice number.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance.
He wants to take the top off. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And they spike it to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Willihan. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Willihan. Fires to the big fella. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
He'll keep it himself. The pirouette on the run. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Tigers! They take the lead with the 6. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Back to throw, it's Potts. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On third down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Washington 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a crease to the left. Got room at the 35. He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He's dropped behind the line of of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. The catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give to the tailback. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Willihan. Feeling some heat. And as he throws, that pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The DBs will back off a bit. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Getting late. Pressure building. Huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Pirouettes through. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. The run to the right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the fourth quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for you.
The lone back's got it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he breaks into the open.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And this defense is bowed up in the red zone, but I got to keep in mind the situation. This is still a tie game, man. I want the lead late in the ball game. Jesse, I'm going to kick the field goal here.
Yeah, it's enticing to want to try to get a touchdown here and put so much pressure on the opponent, but I think you're right. This late in the game, when it's all tied up, you've just got to take the lead on the scoreboard.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Just over a minute to go. Drama is high, guys, to see if they can hold on to this lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on.
Going for it all. Makes the catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. LSU quick to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking downfield, it's Willihan. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
LSU, number 14, Halsey in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
That makes the score.
They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Timeout is called with just a single second left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game.